First question is, how do you make your family life work with scheduling and traveling? It's really difficult to schedule, especially when you have a family. I have an incredibly supportive wife. We really have to work at organizing our schedule every month. When I do come back from trips, I go very intensely into being father and husband. So even if I'm flying on a red eye from LA to New York, I will come straight home, take a shower, and get the kids up, breakfast them, bath them, take them to school, go shopping for the day, just because I want my wife to have a rest after I've been away. I also have to work with my agent really hard to make sure that we have a balanced life between work, travel, and family. Did I always aim for photography, or did I have a safe job and hope that photography worked out? I was always into art. I think my mum wanted me to be an international lawyer. And I asked her why international, and she said it sounded more special and more exotic. That didn't work out. When I started working for Mario Testino as an assistant, that really sort of cemented exactly what I wanted to do. I knew from the moment I got onto that first day with him, first day on set ever, and I was holding the flash over the camera and Kate Moss was standing there in a Burberry bikini pretending to be in a wedding, and I was looking around, there was 50 people and lights and hair and makeup and wind machines, and we were creating this narrative, and I thought this is exactly what I wanted to do. So I didn't really have a backup plan ever.
Have I ever done an underwater shoot before? I have never done an underwater shoot before, but
having said that, I have done lots of pictures of myself underwater. I get this GoPro, I put it down at the bottom of the pool, and I do all these sort of stupid poses, and I drop big fat rocks in the ocean to see what kind of bubbles they do underwater. Like when my kids go and have lunch and I'm able to have 5 minutes on my own. That's my son. See, I get no peace.
Once though, Kirsten Dunst, at the end of a very long hot shoot for a Harper's Bazaar America.
She was in this gorgeous gown.
She just ran into the pool and dived in. She came out, she popped her head out of the pool. She looked so gorgeous, and I said, don't move, don't move, don't move.
Even though it was for like a winter or autumn fall cover, they decided to use that picture, that completely unplanned picture. So that's about as underwater as I've ever got.
How do I handle my jet lag? It's a very good question, which is why I'm going to answer it at 3:30 in the morning. If you're traveling back and forth all the time between time zones, don't drink alcohol, don't drink coffee, don't take sleeping pills, and meditate. The meditation really levels you out. Eye mask, eye mask, eye mask. It doesn't matter where you are, sleep with an eye mask. Pushes down your eyelids and no light gets in and you just want to sleep. Even if you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, usually you can sort of just fake it till you make it. Who was my first celebrity model and was I nervous? 1000% nervous. I was called by Glenda Bailey from Harper's Bazaar US. She rang me and said, listen, we have a cover for Harper's Bazaar US that needs to be reshot. Can you come to LA in 3 days time to shoot it? And of course I said yes, that'd be great. I was so scared. I think I told my assistant to buy 3 black t-shirts that day because I knew that I was going to sweat profusely. My biggest fear was that this woman, this actress, would suddenly look at me like this 12-year-old boy who had no idea what I was doing. In my head, I was screaming, going, oh my God, I just want to get out of here. I wish that there was a power cut and all the lights just went down and we had to go home. But I persevered and we got through it and it worked out okay, I guess. When did your life path become clear, and was it all of a sudden or does it keep changing? I've always had, not specific goals, but I've always had like a sort of an idea that in 5 years time I want to be sort of doing this, and another 5 years time I want to be doing that. And then I had kids and I got married, and then I realized that I wanted balance in my life. You know, your life goals change. You want to be a good father and a good husband, but at the same time you don't want to give so much time to your family that you don't end up fulfilling yourself creatively. So it's a constant balancing act.
What would I have wanted to be if I was not a photographer? I started writing a lot of poetry. I love it. I love writing poetry. There's something about it that is very therapeutic. It's like painting with words. There's something really just touches me. I would love to have been a successful poet. Of somebody who can inspire people and touch people with their words.
What are your tips for capturing people looking natural and not too posed?
It's really about making people feel comfortable on set. When I was younger, I was very, very shy, and I would much rather watch people than talk to them. But my mother gave me a fantastic piece of advice when I was younger, which was people love talking about themselves, so just ask questions. That's really what I'm like on set. I talk to people, I find out what they like, what they do like, what they don't like. I find out what their insecurities are and how they want to be portrayed. When they see that you understand them, they give you a bit more trust. And then you can start working on how you want to photograph them. I like people moving around, so I'll be sort of moving around like this, and I'll say, yeah, come on, just dance with me. And then you'll get those moments.